Hi friends. Um, so this is the Love Dare, and I've been doing the Love Dare this last week um, to Trent, and I don't necessarily feel like I had to do it. I feel like our marriage is in a good place, but I found that as the first 7 days went, I realized how much I was more aware of him and more aware of things that came up in our marriage and stuff, and so. Um, Maybe some of you out there, you feel like your marriage is great. This is a great thing to just supplement and add to that. But then there's other people out there um, that are suffering. Their marriages are weak. And basically, what this love dare is it's a 40-day challenge, and each day you are given a dare to do, and it's Christian based and has scripture and each day there's like a little devotion. They talk about certain aspects of the dare, and then it gives you that dare at the end. And the first 7 days, the first day was just making sure that you watch your tongue, basically, and not say anything negative if temptation comes up. Second day was more of do one unexpected gesture, act of kindness. Day 3 was about um, getting your spouse something to make them feel like that you were thinking about them that day. Um, Day 4 was just reaching out to them, having no agenda, just asking them how they're doing, just to spur the moment, text, phone call, whatever, just to see if there's something that you could do for them. Day 5 was 3 things that caused him or her to be uncomfortable or irritated with you. Now, I do have to say, day 5 was a very hard day for me. And I kind of went to the conversation and asking this question to Trent, already knowing that possibly I knew 2 of them. And I was right, but the third one just kind of like blew me by surprise, and it was just, and he was real, and he shared with me how I just can't be content and happy with what I have. That, whether it be the car that I'm driving or the house that I have, and I realized something about myself that day. It was really hard to accept, but at the same time was grateful for, because this was like feedback for me. Realize how much I place value on material things to create my happiness. And so we had quite the conversation about this particular day and this dare. And it was really, it was mind blowing to me. And I kind of went into like a place where like I started to beat myself up about it, and I just kind of was having a rough morning after we had this discussion. And sometimes I just want him to just look at me and hold me and not say anything, but just to be next to me. And I just got this like feeling that's truly what I wanted. And then next thing I know, he comes over and he looks at me and he says, "Sarah, what are you grateful for?" And I just was like, started crying and realized like, and the first thing that came to my mind was him. And I said, "I'm grateful for you." And just had this special moment, and he said a prayer for me. And here I'm doing this love dare for him, but yet I'm receiving so much more out of it than I thought. And so I'm excited to continue the dare to start this next new week. Day 6 and 7 was about creating that negative and positive list about your spouse, and and feeling like, okay, what could I do to focus on the positive attributes about him. And today's day 8, and day 8 to start this new week is taking that negative list and discreetly burning it, and just kind of having that physical act of burning up what those things are, because we all have negative aspects of ourselves. And so anyway, I'm going to continue to post the rest of these. I have it on our family Facebook page, the Chapman Crew, but also on my Instagram, chapman.crew, and hopefully you'll follow along and feel like you want to join me on this challenge. So just continue to be aware and to focus on what matters most, and that's between you and your spouse. Now, some of you may not have a spouse, so you can totally do it for somebody else within your family or somebody close to you. Just adjust accordingly. But I think it's pretty beneficial for a lot of people. And anyway, so that's my first week. So enjoy the second week.